All right, so I've been getting a lot of requests regarding the QLED and PlayStation 4 Pro 7.00 update with this new HDR adjust. Let's just call it what it is, adjust HDR tool that's implemented with this new update. Is it a good tool? Is it a bad tool? It depends on how you combine it. Remember, you also have to check your picture settings before you do this. You got to make sure that your picture settings are adjusted for that certain content. Whether you're using a game HDR, it has to be adjusted to the game HDR. Whether you're using the movie, it has to be adjusted to the movie. But one important thing that we all should agree on should be that your picture settings, if you're in the game mode, should always be backlit maximum and contrast maximum. Guys, I don't know how many times I have mentioned this on the videos, my previous videos. If you don't utilize the backlit to maximum, and if you don't utilize the contrast to maximum, you are not taking a full potential of the HDR. Okay, HDR needs this. It's like an oxygen for its lungs. It needs this, like a O2. It needs this. All right? It doesn't matter what panel you have. I don't care what panel you have. You gotta have your backlit and your contrast pushed to maximum. Sharpness, it's subjective. You know, I feel for a 55-inch QLED 7, it's fine. Some will have a difference of opinion. It's subjective. All right. Color, I felt leaving at 26 because that's a nice balanced color in my opinion, to me personally. This is my preference. Remember that. Of course, local dimming, you want to take advantage of local dimming, keep it at high. Contrast enhancer, you also want to take advantage of it. Why? Because this is an LCD panel. It's a LED backlit LCD panel that has quantum dots, okay, where the LED light is shining through those little tiny microscopic crystals, and these photons, they project a wider color gamut. So, color tone, I like to keep it at standard. You guys know how I feel about that. I always keep it at standard for the video games. And the color space, this is my opinion, guys. This is my preference. I like to keep it at native. If you want to use automatic, use automatic. But this is my preference. I'm not saying this is a Bible that you have to go with the native, but this is my preference. Give it a try. All right, so let's go on with this. So remember, first you have to adjust your picture settings before you jump into the HDR slider. You can't just jump into the HDR slider without adjusting your picture settings. So that's the important part here that I want everybody to understand. Okay? Now, how much of this slider should you use for the brightness? Now, it says on the top, adjust the brightness until the logo, it's almost invisible. We could do that. Here it is, it's almost invisible. And it should look good. This is what they're recommending, so we're going to do that. So same thing with your Paperwhite until the logo, it's almost invisible. It's already invisible here, so you can't even see it. It's almost invisible. And then same thing here until it's almost invisible, which I already have done right here, which is, it's almost invisible. There it is, which I have already done. You can barely see it. I don't know if you guys can see. Now you can see it, but now you can't. Well, here's what we're doing here, so I can explain this to you in layman terms. What we're doing here on this HDR slider is we're trying to find the best possible key points for a contrast ratio. What is dynamic? Dynamic range is giving you a contrast ratio between your black digital levels and your white digital levels. Color gamut, it's something that comes in as what the color gamut does with the 10-bit and of course your television that supports the wider color spectrum of colors. So color gamut, it's something that depends on your TV. All right, what your TV can handle as far as the color gamut goes. All right, if you have a quantum dots, then you're gonna have an excellent color accuracy. If you don't have quantum dots, then it's not gonna be that great. So here we need to do the same thing for the logos here. Keep it until it's invisible, almost invisible. So we'll keep it here. And there we go. I guess we can try one game. We can try Gran Turismo Sport. We can jump right into it. And right away I can tell, this is excellent. It looks great, as it should be. But without any further ado, let's go ahead. Let's jump into a race here really quick. Let's do that. Remember, guys, the one benefit of quantum dot QLED televisions is the peak brightness, and that's what you're going to get. You're going to get that peak brightness. The one negative with the OLED is that you're not going to get that peak brightness, but you're going to get a more balanced picture quality. It's going to look more accurate. It's going to look more natural. However, HDR obviously thrives on the peak brightness. But the LG OLED has come a long way with the peak brightness. It can go reach up to 850 nits, maybe even higher, maybe 900. So remember, like I said in the previous video, guys, I'm not here to tell you what TV to buy. This is something you have to decide for yourself. What is good for you? I don't know what is good for you. I don't know what your needs are. Okay, QLED is a great TV. OLED is a great TV. TCL is a great TV. They're all equally great TVs. Vizio Quantum is a great TV. Now, if you buy like a low-end $400 Walmart TV, don't expect to I mean, what's the point? If you're gonna buy a $400 TV, then you're not taking the advantage of this. You're not taking advantage of this, guys. You're not taking advantage of this. The best entry level that I can recommend for you is a TCL R617 if you live in North America. For $600, that's your best entry level. Okay. All right, let's do a little bit of racing here, just really quick. All right, here we go. And as you expect, of course, it's going to look really nice, as it should be. But remember something about the QLED televisions. They are still liquid crystal displays, meaning that you're still going to notice that brightness because the light it's coming through. The light it's coming through. It has to shine through the liquid crystal displays, and it has to shine through those photons, those little tiny crystals that bring you a wider color spectrum of colors. Yes, there's a local dimming here to give you the little bit better contrast ratio, but remember, you're never going to have the contrast ratio that this thing over here has. Okay, you're never going to have that OLED contrast ratio. So don't dream about having that contrast ratio that the OLED can bring. But this is pretty good for what the LCD can do. All right, and as you can see, it looks great. So I'm happy that this update is out. Again, I'm going to test a bunch of other games. I want to test Days Gone on the OLED and the QLED with this slider. I'm going to try different combinations, guys. I'm not going to use their recommended settings. I'm going to try my own combinations. I'm also going to check and see what Evil Boris is going to do with this slider. What kind of recommendations he's going to give out. And then I'm going to compare it to mine. I'm going to do mine, and I'm going to use my own custom ones. And remember, what this is about, what my channel is about me giving you my own recipe, giving you my own custom recipes, and then you can take it or leave it. It's free. I'm not charging you for my recipe, my custom sliders, HDR settings. Remember, whatever settings you see on my video, and if you don't like it, don't use it. You can always go back to your original one. All right? I'm not telling people this is a Bible, like you have to go with these settings and that's that. That's not what this is about. This is about me telling you what my preferences are, and then you can use those preferences whether you want to or not. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything. If you don't like my preference, you can always go back to your original settings. So I'm going to try to do that next coming days, probably tomorrow. I'm going to work on that, check some other games on the PlayStation, and do some HDR settings, slider settings, and see what I can squeeze out of it. Okay, but this looks pretty good so far. This looks pretty good so far. But then again, you cannot judge it looking at here from the camera. This is something you have to see for yourself and experience it for yourself. All right, well, there you have it, guys. Maybe I can finish this race and maybe I can show you a replay so you can check out the replay, I guess. Maybe we can do that. What do you say? All right, let's do that. We'll do a replay so you guys can look at the replay here. By the way, shout out to the mobs. Shout out to the J to the M. Shout out to the Dave and everybody else and Jamie who let me know about this update. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm like, they're keeping me in the dark, guys. No one, I mean, Sony, I'm subscribed to Sony. I'm subscribed to their vlogs. No one's giving me any notifications on my email. I'm not getting any notifications regarding what's going on with Sony. Someone told me that they're going to announce PlayStation 5 information today. I'm hearing it from you guys, so I appreciate you guys letting me know. My subscribers, thank you, man, because I don't know why I'm not getting any notifications. They're keeping me in the dark. I don't know what the hell is. I'm subscribed on their, you know, notification and stuff on Sony Vlog, Microsoft Vlog, and all that, but I haven't gotten any info. I find out from you guys, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the deal is, but I appreciate you guys letting me know. Listen, any information I can get from you guys, it's always appreciated. You know how you can reach me through Twitter, Facebook, PlayStation here, Xbox, and of course the YouTube community forums. And just drop me a comment on the video. It doesn't really matter, but I can find out from you guys. That's how I find out. All right, it's the final lap, and then we're gonna go ahead and check out the replay here really quick. I'm gonna pause the video here and we're gonna jump into the replay, and we can check out the replay, see how it looks outside, not just the inside. All right, here's the replay. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I like those settings for right now. I like those HDR settings for right now, but I'm definitely gonna mess around some more to see what I can squeeze in. If I can get that perfect contrast ratio spot to get that nice black digital levels and white bright digital levels. All right, well, guys, well, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think. Did you download the update? What settings are you guys using? Like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna mess around with this some more. I'm gonna try different types of HDR slider settings. I'm gonna try Uncharted 4. I'm gonna try Days Gone, and a bunch of other games to check out the HDR sliders. So keep an eye on that. I mean, there's tons of stuff happening, guys. There's tons of content. So I just need you guys to be patient, you know, because it's not my main gig, not my main job, but I do try to bring you guys the content whenever I can, whenever I'm able to bring it to you. Other than that, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.